is my recap of the 16th episode of Super Mario Terra's TPOT Viewer Voting. The thumbnail contains 1, 6, Bombi, Bottle, Fiery Jr., and TV, but Bombi looks heavily repainted in the thumbnail. The episode was released in June 9, 2025. Last episode's team arrangements confused me, so I asked Harry if the teams were the same as before, or like in canon, but he claimed it was the same teams as the start, which didn't tell me anything. The first person to appear in the episode is Yellowface. 4 starts the cake is after 1 minute 37 seconds, but the cake intro doesn't start, since Terry never clearly stated whether the teams were the exact same as before or rearranged into canon. So I'll do like before. Here are the 7 remaining members of Wobutch again. Here are the 7 remaining members of Our Name Needs to Be Better. Here are the 7 remaining members of Mechanical Friendship Pack. And here are the 7 remaining members of Wood Food.
4.
When you bake a cake, decorate and take it to the players who are safe. That's how you know it's cake and steak.
Last episode, basketball, needle, Rocky, bottle, pen, Sapie, TV, Bombi, donut, fries, golf ball, puffball, winner, and Rocky were selected to be up for elimination. Those 14 contestants were split, with the first 7 going into bagged and the second 7 going into Claudier. For some reason, 4 does the debut first. 8 Ball, Badge, and David were the only ones that got 0 votes. Pencil also got 0 votes. 4 claims that Dora was not reached the top 4, but the number 2 appears above Dora for some reason. 4 eliminates Dora without revealing the total number of votes or her vote count, which indirectly confirms that Dora got 2 votes. Robotic got only 3 votes. Florence hits Braceway down to the distance for no reason, but the number 3 appears in her place. Instead of revealing Braceway's number of votes, Lion and Fiery Jr. were made to be the top 2, indicating that Braceway got 3 votes. It's either Lion or Fiery Jr. to join the game. Both are well liked for different reasons. Lion asks to join the game, but the number 3 appears to the left. But instead of answering, 4 goes straight to the cabinet and asks that Fiery Jr. has joined the game. Fiery Jr. gets confused, but the number 6 appears instead of a question mark. Every time his numbers appeared next to a contestant, they all meant the same thing, meaning Fiery Jr. joins the game. This means the Exodus got 17 votes. I don't even know what happened here. Surprisingly, instead of selecting a team for Fiery Jr. to join, 4 goes straight to the rejoin. Pi asked if she could rejoin, but 4 obviously refused. But the number 0 appeared, meaning Pi got 0 votes. 40, Gating, and Pill also got 0 votes. 40 doesn't like this, but 4 asks that Grassy, Price Tag, Book, and Black Hole also got 0 votes. Fanny, Ice Cube, Cloudy, Barf Bag, Nickel, Tree, Corny, and Tennis Ball are the final 8. 4 erroneously corrects the top 8 as the top 5, and announces that Cloudy, Barf Bag, and Tree got 1 vote without revealing the total number of votes. Tennis Ball wants to rejoin, even though he's the last contestant eliminated. Instead of telling Tennis Ball to wait, 4 announces that Ice Cube and Tennis Ball got 1 vote. Corny is confident. 4 doesn't like this, but alongside telling Quentin to shut up, tells him that he got 3 votes, so he's either Fanny or Nico to join the game. Fanny is a hated contestant, but it's the first boot, and Nico was eliminated unfairly. Nico wants to rejoin. 8 votes have been counted so far. 25 total votes have been counted so far. But instead of telling Nico that she hates rejoins, she says that she likes the number 2. Without a drum roll happening, 4 claims that a tie will rejoin the game, but announces that they're both tied with 5 votes, so we need a tiebreaker. This means that the eliminated contestant got 18 votes, and now the total number of votes so far is 35. But instead of starting the tiebreaker contest, 4 announces that a wheel will decide who rejoins. And the wheel landed on Fanny, meaning Fanny, the first boot, rejoins the game. 4 asks which teams Fanny and Fiery Jr. would like to join, but Terry forgot to enter the whiteboard from the canon teams into the current teams. Terry doesn't correct the mistake, and Fanny says Deathpack yet again instead of one of the 4 teams. And Fiery Jr. says Claudier, which is not a team, so it does not know which team both of them join. 4 finally starts the elimination after 4 minutes and 33 seconds. Today's cake is 4NX's special cake. Puffball hopes to be the first one safe even though she's in the ladder group. 4 doesn't reveal which group is up for elimination first or how many votes they got, but it asks Puffball is the first one safe with 4 votes even though she's in the ladder group. Winner and Donut got 3 votes each. Now the ladder group's vote number has hit double digits. Golf Ball and Yellowface got 2 votes, so now it's down to Bombi and Fries. Both are canon early boots and have become forgotten. Of the 49 votes that have been counted so far, 14 of them were for this group. For just a brief moment, an opaque blue screen saying tied to the power of 1 appears out of nowhere. 4 claims that the whole team can vote except for Fiery Jr. Just a moment later, 4 eliminates Bombi without revealing the number of votes. This is yet another instance of an incomplete voting. None of the groups had members from the same team, and Bombi was a member of Wobutch again, which meant that that team was down to 6 members. The former group goes up last. X hosts the final egg for some reason, doesn't reveal the total number of votes, and announces Pan and Rocky safe with 5 and 4 votes respectively. Pan realized that Rocky was not Needle. Needle got 3 votes, and Bottle got 2 votes. TV also got 2 votes, so now it's down to Basketball and Sapie. Basketball is a member of Our Name Needs to Be Better, and Sapie is a member of Mechanical Friendship Pack. Basketball just happened to be here, and Sapie is a debuter. But X says have 0 votes instead of are at risk. But instead of letting the viewers decide the bottom 2, X lets the members of the contestants choose the bottom 2. There was absolutely no suspense, and the announcement was subtle, meaning Basketball and Sapie are tied with 0 votes, so we need a tiebreaker. This means the former group got 16 votes, but Bombi and Fries were the only ones that not have their votes be revealed, and since the total was not revealed, it is impossible to calculate. But based on the context of the bottom 2 of the latter group, it is possible that they both got 1 vote, meaning the total number of votes is 67. But surprisingly, just about a minute later, X eliminates Basketball instead of Sapie. For both tiebreakers, the contestants were rooting for who should stay instead of voting to eliminate. Surprisingly, the intro doesn't start. The Power of 2, Episode 16. The Power of 4. The 16th contest is to defeat 4NX. 4NX is that any team which will lose against 4NX will be up for elimination. But X says that if all 4 teams defeat them, then they will face a death match. 4 sounds Deathpack yet again to go up with them first, but that team does not exist. Current teams start getting mentioned and canon teams started getting mentioned for some reason, which doesn't make sense. 1 shows up, then after 9 minutes and 53 seconds, X claims that Deathpack yet again is up for elimination even though that team doesn't exist. After 12 minutes and 59 seconds, the upset ends abruptly. Neither host announced a clear winner, but Fanny, Lightning, Marker, Daily, Pan, Remote, Robot Flower, Saw, Bell, Cake, Clock, Eggy, Eraser, Snowball, and Teardrop were put up for elimination in out of nowhere, even though none of them were the same team. The voting style doesn't change, meaning it's still reverse voting rules. For some reason, the 15th contestants were divided into 2 groups. The first 8 members in one, and the second 7 members in the other. But voting time is unspecified. Saw and Sapie both started talking about 1.